everyone, this is Laurel of the Dabbling Hook. How are you today? I'm having some Stash Spice Dragon Red Chai Tea, courtesy of Miss CC, Canadian crotchet for you guys. It is, I've had a tea like this before, Debbie. I'm trying to remember which one it was. But the first thing that hits me is the spiciness. And I can't remember which one it is. I've had it before, and not that long ago. But it's good. And I'm having the second pass, meaning I made it, drank it all, and then I usually have my tea with raw honey, but I didn't put any raw honey in this one, and I just added some, well, should have been hot water, but I was busy, and the water is warm, so... How are you guys doing? Am I even going to say this is going to be quick? I have no idea. So, first thing, I always forget. Welcome, everyone. Thank you to all the new subscribers. We are, I think, about 55 or so people or subscribers away from 1,500 from when our next giveaway will be. Oh, I can't talk today. Giveaway will be. So, thank you to all the new subscribers, and thank you guys who've been here for a while for coming back and spending some time with me. So, I'm going to keep looking down because I'm trying to keep on track, and my notebook is on my lap. So, number one, the shawl. Thank you to everyone who has downloaded it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said before, it's not rocket science. It's just a different take on the granny square or the granny stitch shawl. What I will ask though, if you guys, I know a bunch of people have downloaded the free when it was free. If and when you make it, please, 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 please upload, if you have Ravelry, that is, please upload it to Ravelry and link it to the pattern. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. On the subscriber talk, so it kind of merges with, whoa, wow, okay, let me slow down a little. It kind of has to do with the subscribers and the pattern. And I'm going to say this and I won't talk about it again, or I won't mention it again. But when I release a pattern, I either post it, the release on Instagram, but if I do anything free around the pattern, it'll most likely just be for YouTube subscribers, for the people who actually watch the videos. Having said that, I use Etsy, but I'm not too fond of Etsy. I mostly use Etsy. If somebody buys something and it needs to be shipped, I make the item, put it on Etsy, ship it. I do have my patterns on there, but if I offer anything free, it will be through Ravelry. So you will need to have a Ravelry account if you want to get it. If you're having issues with your Ravelry account, I encourage you to contact them. They are pretty, from my experience, they are pretty responsive. And if you can't get into your Ravelry account, contact them and figure out why. That way you can take advantage of my free offer and anybody else out there who's having a free offer. What I will not do, I will not send the pattern to anyone via email. The only people who would get that is anyone who's testing for me will get the email copy. Anybody else, anything that I offer, it will be done through Ravelry. So you need to make sure you have your Ravelry account that you can access it, that it's up to date, and all that good stuff. I will not be doing anything via email. If you miss it, if for whatever reason, it's free, it's going to be free for a limited time unless it's a completely free pattern. So, and I try to be kind about responding to people about why and how things are going to work. If you don't like that, and if you know you need to get things off your chest and be unkind, hey, have at it. I can always delete your email. I can always block you on YouTube. I can always delete your comments. If that's what you need to get things off your chest, go ahead. I don't think there's any reason to be unkind and rude about it, but if, hey, that's what you want to do, do it. If you want to unsubscribe, have at it. It's, you know, while I appreciate that you're here, I love the interaction that we have. Just because you didn't get something free or you don't want to take the time to figure out what's wrong with your account so you can access it and then have it in your library, you know, always on Ravelry. No need to be rude. But if you want to unsubscribe, then by all means, go ahead and unsubscribe. Okay, on a brighter note. So question though. Has anyone been experiencing being unsubscribed from channels on YouTube? I've had that. I think Kim, after I'd shown, I think, one of the bags that I made from the quilted placemat, Kim had messaged me and said, oh, did I see the Proper Pineapple? She had it. And I'm like, you know, I haven't seen anything from the Proper Pineapple in a little while. Turned out I was unsubscribed. Don't know how that happened, but I'm just wondering. I think this is the second or third time this has happened, so just wondering if anybody else is having the same issue. Moving on. Whips. Hang on. I've actually been working on George, Mr. Giant Bunny. I don't think, unless this weekend, that's all I work on, and it won't because I have something else I need to work and finish this weekend, but I had gotten his 2 ginormous arm length ears done. His arms were done, and that's where I was, I think, for the past month or 2, or maybe a month. But look at that. Yes, it's really that big. It is probably 20 inches. I haven't measured it. I'm going by sight. 18, 20 inches tall. They look like clubs, but these are his legs. Those are done, so ears are done, arms, legs, and I will be working on the head and body this weekend. I wanted to get it done before April, just my own personal timeline. But he's being worked on. Whoops, that just fell. So George is being worked on. I also am working, this is what I'm going to be working on. Actually, it should have been done for March the 3rd. It needs to be done for tomorrow, so I'll be working on this the rest of the night at the end of the day. Once work is over, I'm working on Yvette's shawl. This is going to be a gift from my mother-in-law. Her birthday was, what's today's date? Her birthday was 2 days ago. And I had no idea what to get her, and at the last minute I'm like, oh, why don't you just make her a shawl? So, and I've worked on it, and I've only had time to work on it pretty much like an hour a day, because I don't have much time at work right now. So there's that. I need to finish that either tonight or definitely, because we're going to have, I think it's just cake, but I'm not sure, for my mother-in-law's birthday. I think it's a combination, because she and my father-in-law are like a week apart in birthdays. The other thing is the next square in the, what's it called, 2019 Stash Busting Cal by the Unraveled Mitten. That came out, but like I said, I've been a little busy, and I haven't started that yet, so hopefully I will get that done in the next day or so. So you'll see that in the next video. And the other thing I wanted to show, oh, so, hang on, acquisition. I haven't bought anything this week, other than my, last week I did the clearance purchase. The only thing I bought was this. I had 1.5 skeins of this, this is Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland Redwood. I had 1.5 skeins of that, so I decided to use it for the shawl, and I had 1 skein of Sequoia, and you can see the clearance sticker. I got that at Walmart, so I was hoping those would work, but nope, it'll be too small. So I went and bought another one of the Redwood, so whatever size that comes out to be with this last one, then that'll be that. So I have this much of the brown to do, and then one more skein to add, and that'll be that. And then last week, or was it the week before, I'd also bought, was it last week? I think it was last week when I bought the Clarence Michaels. I'd also picked up Color Made Easy. Now, this was the replacement for one of my faves, the wool spun that they got rid of. I'm hoping this means that they're bringing it back, because this is basically like a all acrylic version of the wool spun. The wool spun had 20% wool in it, and I love it. I love the feel. I love the drape it had. This one doesn't seem to be doing well because it is $7.99 regular price, I think, and it is on clearance for, was it $2.97 or $3.97? I mean, not like particular colors. All of it was on clearance, so yeah. I wish they hadn't gotten rid of the wool spun. I don't know why they did, but it doesn't feel that. I get the feeling that they're not really clearing it out for different colors. Maybe they are. Come, you know. Now, what colors would they bring? I don't know, but it's on clearance, so I guess it's not doing so great. But I picked up one, and the color is called Caviar, and it reminds me of the Raven colorway from Big Twist Premium, which is, you know, my other favorite yarn that got discontinued, but I had that on my desk. Mail. No, before mail. Or I'll talk about one of the mails. Everything's falling right now. I bought a pin. This one, I think I mentioned it last time. I knew I had to get it because, take a gander at that. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it to show up better. Oh, clear. There you go. It says, Knitter Please. And this is crochet. Love it. It's a pretty good size pin, and it's got a little weight to it, so it's got two fasteners in the back, and this was put out by, in conjunction, My Crochet Life, who's also my pretty brown doll, Yolanda. She used to be on YouTube as Don't Get It Twisted, but she's now My Pretty Brown Doll. And she has two businesses. She has My Pretty Brown Doll, where she just makes the dolls, and My Crochet Life is basically about her crochet life, but she also does like consulting type of things with, you know, with being a small business person in just the yarny world. So between she and Aniqua of My Kind of Thing, they put together this pin, which is awesome. Love it. Knitter Please. This is crochet. Love it. That one was a must, but I need to stop though, all the pins. Anyway, so that was that. But before I go on to my other mail, so Debbie made her first, I think it was your first, maybe it's not your first, but she made, no, it's not her first, but she made the Amineko cat. Now, all you cat lovers, no offense, I'm not a cat person, but for some reason, this is my favorite my favorite Amigurumi pattern, this cat. This was my first, and I never thought I could do it, and it was just so easy, and it just caught on, and I've made so many of these. I only have 10 of them on Ravelry, but I know I've made double, triple that many of these. But, so I made this one and another one that I just shipped out today. But Debbie was talking about her challenges with it. The pattern is, there are pictures in the pattern. It's written step by step. It's not like explicit, you know, it's just the lines are very concise, but it's like each line is in the pattern. The pictures tell you that you're supposed to add weights to the ends. I've never used rice or beans or anything like that. I bought the little toy pellets off Amazon. They look like little rice kernels, but they're little plastic pellets, and I used to put it in here, and I'd buy like the knee highs and cut them and put the pellets in, sew it up, and put it in the end. I don't do that anymore. You also, if you want this to sit without toppling over or having to rest on something, you can put some in the bottom of it. I don't do that anymore. I find it works just fine. I also do not stuff these, the limbs all the way. I put a little bit of stuffing in the very ends of them. And Debbie mentioned that all the pictures she saw, everyone makes the start of the arms and legs in different colors. There are pictures on Ravelry of people who've made them in solid colors, so you don't have to do that. It's just a nice contrast. So my stuffing just goes in the bottom, and sometimes I go up a little just to give it a little weight, but I like to leave this unstuffed because it lays better movement, it's not sticking out or anything, and I never stuff the tail. It's also preference. You can put a little stuffing in there just lightly if you want. It's just all preference. The other thing, I also, sometimes I change the size of the ears. I add a couple extra rows, depends on the yarn I'm using. If it, to me it looks a little small, I adjust it how it's needed. The snout, sometimes I've made it bigger, sometimes I go by the pattern. Again, based on what you want. My biggest challenge with these is the eyes. I'm always trying to get like a particular expression, and I rip the eyes out so many times it's ridiculous, but after a while you just go, all right, enough is enough. But the other thing that I do different, which way did I start this one? Yeah, sometimes you can't even tell. I made this from the top of the head to the body. I made it all in one. I don't like sewing. I always sew things on crooked, especially the heads. So if I can figure out how to make it all in one, and I've been making it all in one from the head and the body all in one piece instead of doing separate and sewing. So there's that. And there is, I'm still searching, there is a link, I think it was through like it's somewhere on Ravelry, I think it was through one of the discussion forums, link to this pattern. Somebody had a post about doing the arms and legs as you go, and I remember saving it. I just, for the life of me, I can't find it. But anyway, just thought I'd show that, and hopefully as I'm doing that, I've posted pictures of some of the ones that I've done if I can find them. But, and of course, this is in Claudia's very favorite yarn, Hellspun, aka Lion Brand's Homespun, which it's really not that bad. It's not. Getting started sometimes can be a little finicky, but it's not that bad. And it's very forgiving. It hides a multitude of sins. So, that's that. My next mail, I got happy mail from, speaking of Debbie, she said, because I said, yeah, I'll take one of your bags, and, you know, I don't mind them. They're functional. Just like I said last time, we tend to pick, and I know I'm totally guilty of that, we tend to pick at the little things that we do wrong. But she said she would send me her bag, her dodgy bag. Well, did she, hang on, did she send me bags? A whole lot. She's been practicing, so she sent me a whole bunch of bags. And one of you lucky people who ends up winning the 1,500 subscriber getaway will be an official owner of one of Debbie's bags. An official CC dodgy bag. So she used different fabrics. I love the green in here. Just, I don't know what it is. I think it's the mixture with the yellow. It just calls to me. But she did this one with birds and with a green top. Now the top almost looks satiny, but it's almost like a satin. It's a satin. It's a cotton yarn, but it has that satiny soft finish to it. But I love that it's two-tone inside, and this is blowing it up. But it's a nice yellowy, chartreusey green color on the inside. So there's that. I haven't decided which one yet, by the way. She sent this one. Now, these are all the Grinches, right? They look like the Grinches on here. I know the one in the cup definitely looks like a Grinch. But it's too cute. And the inside is like the alphabet. You know, when you're practicing your alphabet. So there's that. This one's a little bigger than that one. Timber. And the first thing I saw out of the bag, I'll show you that because it keeps dragging everything else down, was this. How freaking cute is this? Look at them. The colors just like, they make me sing. But what's even better, it's like she knew me inside out. Oh, this is just not doing it justice at all. It is this goldeny, mango-y, yellow, sunshiny, gorgeous yellow color, and this is me. And looking on the screen, it's not showing up right, but love it. I told her she beat me to it. I wanted to make a tote, but you know how we're always intimidated by things until we actually try them? That's me, totally. So, and this is like the heavy canvasy material, so yeah, it's gonna hold up. I might actually put my pins on that, but I want a plain bag for my pin, but I might switch it because the little bag I have it on, it's yeah, it's getting weighed down completely, so I think that will be perfect. I was telling her that when I was clearing my my fabric stash that I didn't realize I had a fabric stash. I found similar fabric to that, and I'm like, what the heck did I buy that for? I had no idea what I was going to do with it. But then it hit me. I was looking for a particular flag for outside, and nothing I saw was really what I wanted, so I just bought that canvas. I'm like, oh, I'm going to just make my own. That's got to be like 2 years ago. It's been there. So that's not happening. But I might see if I can sew it. Mine is it's much stiffer than the one that she sent, but we'll see if I can do anything. Right now it's just folded there until I figure out what I'm doing with it. But the other one that she sent was this. And again, blown out. It's a very, last week I said it was a very gray soupy day. It's totally the same thing. It's like Fridays now. It's supposed to be in the 50s. According to my phone, it says it's 53 degrees, but you step outside and the wind has a good clip to it, and so it doesn't feel 53. And there's zero sunshine, and it's just gray and depressing. Those are the two words to describe it. Anyway, but it's Friday. So this, I'm pretty sure I saw this fabric at Joann's, because the fox, as soon as I saw it, the fox like jumped right out at me, and I'm pretty sure I saw that. But how cute. And then there's, of course, the hedgehog. Made me want to make one right away. And then, oh, you can see it better on this side. This little squirrel. Oh, right. Hold on. And I'm not giving you the finger. Sorry. Right there. There's a little squirrel holding the acorn on a mushroom. And it's just, it's so adorable. Look at the bear. Like, hey. I love it. This one's mine. Keeping that one. And I'm also keeping this one. How cute. I just mentioned that I use raw honey, right? And it's cute. And red and yellow are my colors. So the cord, I did cut the cord, Debbie. And I think you were talking about stuff fraying, and I thought this was it has a shine to it, so I thought it was like a nylon type, so I tried burning it. It's not nylon because it smelled like burning cloth. So yeah, and then burning it, yeah, I did get the black edges. So I had some fray check, and I dipped each of the strands in fray check, so it's a little stiff, but it's not fraying. The one thing she did, it's fleece on the inside, which would be, I think, great for anything else except a yarn project, because rubbing up against the yarn, oh, it feels so good though. My hands are cold and it feels good right now. the fleece on the inside, I think with the yarn that would rub and get hilloey. So, but it's mine. That one's mine. And the other thing that she sent, yeah, that's snap. This is the tea I was just drinking. Cover my face. Definitely spicy and yummy. Now, she had shown this, and again, my colors, it's not as warm as it really is, but gorgeous yellow color. So, it's a tea caddy, tea cozy, I don't know what it's called, but when all the teas were in there, and she didn't realize she did that. Ooh, I think I dropped one. Oh, it's in the wrong place. The teas, when I pulled this one out, I'm like, oh, it's a French tea, but it looked familiar. I turned it over. It's lemon and ginger, which I have actually right here. So I was telling her, I thought it was cool that you put all the teas in here on the French side. She's like, did I? It's unintentional. It's cool. I've seen that one at the store and I didn't buy it. The honeybush orange mandarin. So yeah, spice is always good. Oh, love the colors. Love the colors. So thank you so very much for spoiling me once again. Alright, so that is the Happy Mail. Oh, it came with this. For some reason, every time I saw this, I look at this, there's a project in my mind. I have no idea what it is, but there's something in my mind when I see that. So thank you, Debbie. Once again. Okay. Only other things that I have, bags. I've been on a sewing kick. I haven't finished a lot of crochet things. I think I'm just working on too many things. I'm trying to work on my whips, and I'm working on too many things, and I'm just, I don't know what to do, even though I have things to do. So, I've been sewing. Plus, I've been bitten by that sewing bug really bad. So, I showed the last bags that I did. Did I show the other ones? I did. I showed the skull one, right? And the... Hang on. I'm going to cut that out if it was all in your face. I know I showed the alpaca, the llama ones. Did I show the skulls? I think I did. If I didn't, skulls. That's the inside of it. It's like a checkered yellow. Favorite yellow. There's that. But I also made, my mom had asked for, hang on. This little purse was a mistake. Well, not a mistake. It was a trial and error. I was just sewing. This is when I first started. And I love this fabric. I think I bought it actually at Hobby Lobby. The waves are really supposed to be like that. See how that one's like that? It was supposed to be that, and this is how it turned out. This one is just like the perfect size. Holds my hooks and everything. I love this. But this ended up this small because I ended up cutting because I kept messing, so I kept cutting and resewing. So my mom's like, oh, she liked it, and she wanted it. She called it a change purse, and she wanted one of these. Like, sure. That was over a year ago, at least. So, because the sewing bug hit again, I decided to finally make her one. It's actually in the mail. She should have gotten it yesterday or today. No, she would have called me if she got it. So hopefully she gets it today. When did I mail it? I mailed it on Monday, so she should have gotten it already. We'll see. Anyway, so you'll see a picture on the screen. I mailed it to her. The first one I made, I was going for the small change purse, and the first one I made came out this size. So then I recut, and now she has two. So she has a little pouch, and now she has a change purse. I also, what else did I sew? I sewed a pouch. So I have 1, 2, 3, I probably have like 6 bags cut out. I need to get more interfacing. I'm wavering between regular interfacing and fusible fleece. I like the thickness of fusible fleece, but I think I want regular interfacing for the drawstring bags, but for the zippers I think I want fusible fleece, and I'm almost out, so I need to go to Joann's. But all the bags I cut, I have a lot of pieces left over. I got a question about those, but some of the pieces look big enough to make a bag, but I wasn't sure. Definitely not a zipper bag, but I was able to squeeze a little drawstring pouch out of one because somebody I work with was commenting on the bags that I made, and then I showed another person a picture, and I showed her a picture of this. So this is the next one I made, but I showed her a picture of this, and she loved it. So I had scraps from another bag, from the alpaca bag I had scraps. I ended up making her a little drawstring pouch, a small one. So that picture will be on the screen. So she has that. Because I hate wasting. I really hate wasting, especially when it looks like you can do something with it. So what do you guys do with all the extra fabric? I have a mind to try to cut it and piece it together, but I'm not the greatest at sewing, and I know it'll all be lopsided if I try, but kind of making a patchwork scrappy bag kind of thing, because some of the pieces are good pieces, good sized pieces. I don't want to throw it out. Do you guys know of anyone who takes bits of fabric and, you know, repurposes them, patches them together better than I would? Let me know if you do. But I may give it a try to piece some of it together. At least make a front panel and then use something else for the back. Anyway, this is the latest one that I made. This is the size I like. Now, a few people have asked about purchasing. I'm really not good enough to make bags to sell on the scale that others are selling. And I had no plans on selling bags. I was just going to make it just to make it because I want to sew. And I would use it as giveaway prizes or things like that. I'm still learning. Never say never, but that's not my intention right now. But a few people have asked. So if I feel it gets any better, I may reach back out to people to do a one-on-one kind of thing. But this latest one was an interface fail. Can you see that? It's just, you could feel it. It feels like an accordion. So Ashley of Ash Love Makes gave me a tip, but of how to try to ease that interfacing. I need a oven glove. I don't have one of those, so I gotta find one of those to figure it out. But in the meantime, this will be mine. It's usable. I'm still also working on sewing in the zipper where it's the distance between the zipper and the fabric is pretty much not even, but a good distance. Mine is just, it's wobbly. Sometimes it's real close to the zipper, sometimes it's far away. Like I said, it's still usable. This one has like a tiny catch to it, but that's where the I bought a bunch of zippers off Amazon, and when they came, they were folded in half. So where it was folded, there's a bump on it, so I'm hoping that'll go away with time. But I love it. I love the size and the inside. Way brighter than this. Nope. Not even. But I love it. I want to keep the insides of my bag plain. It's nice to have a fun fabric, but I heard a long time ago someone was saying they had gotten a couple bags where the fabric was nice, but it was really dark, and when you just open it to look for something, you can't see it in there. So it was like, yeah, keep the fabric light and airy, and you can see what's in there, and I love this. And it's bright, but it's light enough that you can see what's in here. It's not a dark, overly busy fabric, and that's what I want. Keep all the bling and zing on the outside. So this size I love, and the 3-inch bottom, it's what I need. So that is where I am. I have, like I said, I have about 6 bags cut out, but I need interfacing. I need to get that. And I wish I had a dedicated area. I'm going between, in here, my sewing machine is on a chest of drawers, so I don't have the clearance in the back because it's like a hutch kind of thing. And between there and my dining room table over there, and on the floor, on my knees, ironing, and my iron belongs upstairs, so I need to get one that's dedicated. I got one of the little ones, the tiny little ones that you plug in, but it doesn't get hot enough to do anything, so I need to get a good iron. I'm getting way invested in this, but right now, it's making me happy. It's bringing me joy right now, so. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Nope, 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 nope. That is all. Thank you guys for spending some time with me, for hanging in there, for getting the free pattern. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. For anyone who's purchased it, I hope you also enjoy it, but for all of you, I hope you really, this pattern and any of my patterns that you have, if you made anything out of it, please put it out there. It helps, because you get lost in the shovel, because, you know, Ravelry is so huge. It just helps, not only to get it out there, but if somebody stumbles across it and they don't see anything made from it, it's more discouraging that way. So if you have it and you've made it, if you could just upload a picture to Ravelry and link to the pattern, that would be awesome. I was going to ask something else, but it's completely slipped my mind, so I'll write it down for next time if I remember. Yeah. Thank you guys. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope the sun comes out, because it's just depressing seeing all the gray clouds. And on that bright and shiny note, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye, guys.